Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, it's not going to be just much about the NGS headline, which we'll say is the focal point of just a little bit of this video, but more so over there's two, well, depending on how you play your MMOs like I do, there'll be two important games coming out within the next span of 2 weeks. Now, when I say games, meaning PSO2, I will mean updates, and then when I mean the other game will be Final Fantasy XIV. So we'll discuss that later on in the video. So for right now, I want to talk about the headline that's coming December 7th. So, of course, it's going to be very early in the morning. I'm not gonna watch this. It's just too early. I mean, I know they're going off of JST and then dumbing down to us, but I don't think anyone in the West Coast at 4 a.m. is gonna be watching this. So I will do a recap later in the afternoon, depending on how my schedule is from work and everything like that, to go over what they talk about in the headline. But of course, you can go to their official YouTube channel and take a look at the time. Not 4 a.m. for me. That's 6 a.m. for me. I will still be asleep. So anyway, they're going to be talking about certain campaigns, future updates and operations, what they do in every single headline that they've done so far. They've added a few new segments, asking questions for the community. A lot of, just a lot of important questions about what the heck is up with the game and stuff like that. So pretty much all the important stuff people want to know. So in this one, they'll just be discussing the new upcoming region, new updates to weapons. They're going to talk about scratch tickets and stuff like that. So pretty much the norm of what we expect for these headlines. So stay tuned for that. It will be on the 7th, of course, at 4 a.m. Pacific time, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think in JST is somewhere nighttime. But anyway, yeah. That's probably what we're going to be talking about. There's going to be a new AC Scratch Sandstorm Requiem, and then December 15th will be release day for the new region. But before we talk about that, in another video at least, let's talk about something that's been on my mind lately. So let's discuss that. So a few reasons why I haven't put out as much PSO2 content as I should have, and I know I should put out more. It's just not much that I want to cover in the game as for before. Now, if you're not sure what I mean about that, I will explain briefly. So I've been playing PSO2 JP for a very long time, and when it finally came announced that PSO2 was coming to the West, I had a very ample opportunity to make videos about PSO2 for you guys, for those who've waiting years and years and years to play the game. So I took it upon myself to make as much content on what I'd known for those games very successfully. It allowed me to grow my channel as it is right now. New Genesis is a little different. It's more competition as ever, which is fine. That's fair game, it is YouTube, but more so ever, it's a lot of competition to do this stuff with a full-time job, car payments and everything like that. It's a little hard for me to sit down and make content, but I do anyway because I want this to be my job, so I push forward. With Final Fantasy XIV's new expansion coming out in just 2 weeks, I find myself wanting to play that game more and more. Now, I will be playing PSO2's new region, sure, because it's free to play, of course. But something about 14, and I played a heck of a lot of 14, and I still do play a heck of a lot of 14, that I will devour Endwalker like no one's business. Which leads me to this video today. So I want to ask you guys a question. New Genesis or 14th Endwalker? Now, I know I'll get very mixed results if I get any in the comments down below, but I've never been more excited for any MMO than I am Endwalker. Just what they've shown, what they're gonna do, and the story is about as more epic than Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. Now, to give credit to New Genesis, we don't know much of the story. The developers have been a little slow with the content, and we can all agree that they're twice a year major content update. It's gonna leave a bitter taste in people's mouth. Very hard pill to swallow, but we just gotta accept it. That's what they're gonna do to the game, which leads me to playing Final Fantasy XIV a lot recently. I would say I'm hella sluggish because I haven't played in such a long time, but for what it's worth, 14 has gripped my attention so much more like Final Fantasy XI. And I play Final Fantasy XI like no one's business. So when I've seen this full trailer that I'm playing right now of Endwalker, and seen Sage and seen Reaper, all the class adjustments and all the new areas and such, I've never been more excited for an MMO ever. If there's any free time I have, it will be spent playing this freaking game. Now, I will still cover PSO 2. I will start covering Endwalker. I'm going to start covering other games as I plan to. My channel is not going to be focused just on Phantasy Star. There's only so much I can cover Phantasy Star for my lack of content that I've been putting out so far. So I gotta branch out. So Endwalker is going to make me branch out so much. So I'm going to be trying some 14 videos coming soon. I don't know when, but as I'm getting more and more equipment to allow me to do so, since I have to play on console, I will see what I can do about getting more Endwalker content. Is 14 going to be my game that I play over PSO2? Quite possibly. But we'll have to see how New Genesis content will be in the coming weeks on the 14th. And we'll see how Endwalker, which is going to come out in 2 weeks. But the early access starts this Friday. So today is the 30th of Tuesday as I'm recording this, November. And yeah, we'll see. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about Endwalker, the new Retem region on PSO2 New Genesis. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.